Happy New Year! That's shitty. Happy New Year. God, I'm lonely. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of They Can't All Be Funny podcast. And this is a podcast that we're doing right now. Maybe not you because you're watching, but me, I'm doing it right now. And I'm in the middle of it. And sometimes I have to tell myself that to kind of make it actually seem realistic in my head. Otherwise, I'm just going to be diddling myself. It's New Year's. It's a new year. This year, the previous year, sucked an ass. Probably the worst year, honestly, collectively, for America, for the world probably, in a long time, without a doubt. Yeah, this year sucked shit, man. This, I'm so glad it's over on the calendar, you know, but maybe not in reality, because guess who doesn't care about the calendar? Earth, Mother Earth. She can just keep shitting on us all day. That's fine. We kind of did it to ourselves, and a little bit we kind of deserve it, especially you, Jeremy. I don't know, somebody named Jeremy's like, what the? But yeah, this is the first time doing a podcast like this. Just me talking, just bullshitting to the cameras and the microphone. And it's cool. James is not here. I'm chilling, doing the podcast alone on the new year. And that's fine. I won't be alone in my heart. And that's cool. But that's, whatever. That's not what we're here to talk about. Before I do every episode of the podcast, and if you have been one of the few people to sit in and be a guest, you've seen me play this on my computer. It's Joey Diaz. I think I've talked about him on here before. One of the most special stand-up comedians in the world. One of the most special people. Joey Diaz, Uncle Joey. He's got a crazy story. He does a podcast called The Honeydew Podcast. He's a guest on there. Ryan Sickler is the name of the guy. I'm sure I'll throw up graphics. But Joey tells his story starting from like back in the 80s until, his whole story. He started doing stand-up in prison. That's how he learned that he wanted to do stand-up. Because the TV would break, and they would all be in the room, and they would be like, Cuba, get up there. And he's from Cuba. And he would just get up there and start roasting people. And that was how he figured out he wanted to do stand-up. And that's what he does now. Podcast and stand-up. And got to see him when he was in San Antonio last. That was pretty awesome at the Aztec Theater. Anyway, I'll play this. I play this for every podcast, and I'll play it for the first time on here. I don't know why, just to do it. It hypes me up, and it just gives you the essence of Uncle Joey. So I'm gonna play it.
Ice cream sat on my head. I had milk dripping, and then the ice cream slowly melted off my head and fell on my lap. Nope. White people were like, "What the fuck kind of discipline?"
Hey, baby, that's what it is, dude, and that's real. And what is it, man? I don't know. It's the spirit of Uncle Joey. That should be a new Christmas movie. The spirit of Uncle Joey, and he brings people around like where they're selling drugs and stuff. And he kidnapped somebody, by the way. Went to prison, and he just brings them like around the hood and teaches them street stuff. And it's the spirit of Uncle Joey. He's awesome, man. He had a podcast called The Church of What's Happening Now. And they did it for years. And then he recently moved back to New Jersey from California. And so now he does Uncle Joey's Joint. And it's good. Podcasting's interesting. Because you don't expect it to go. Nothing goes forever, really. Like TV shows, even like radio, whatever. Howard Stern's been, doing it for so long. But you don't expect anything to go forever. But me, doing this, I can do this for years, But even then, it's like, how long after that? What am I going to be, 50? Doing this the same They Can't All Be Funny? Watch me play this when I'm 50, this little clip right here. And I'll be like, wow, I did, dude. For 23 years when I'm 50. 23 years when I'm 50. Wow, dude. And I can still see this. And that was, what do we say? No. We say smart. That was smart. You guys need to step it up. Last Christmas, the last episode was right before Christmas. And so Christmas, recently happened. My old man gave me a nice gift for Christmas. A car, 2018 Impala, which is cool. It's awesome, actually. It's cooler than I expected an Impala to be. It's got a secret compartment. You can, like my first vehicle I ever had with a navigation system. And it's like, there's the screen, like you're driving here, here's the screen. And you press a button, and then the screen slides up, and it reveals like a secret compartment. And, you put your phone in there, whatever, so you're not on your phone while you're driving. But you can also put your weed in there, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's a nice car. And my dad had it for, I don't know, a little over a year probably as just an extra vehicle. And I was cleaning it out as I was driving it back to San Antonio. And I was all right, so there's like, you're driving here, passenger seat's here, and then like you can reach behind the passenger seat, and there's that little marsupial pouch, you know what I'm talking about, the pocket. And I was cleaning it out, dude. And I pulled out a weird bag, like a clear plastic bag, and it had paper towels wrapped up in there. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's some kind of scented thing, and it gets through the bag, whatever, and it smells nice. No, that wasn't the case at all here. So I keep digging, dude. I go in further, and I pull out, normal shit, a bottle of baby lotion, baby oil, not lotion, baby oil, and almost an empty bottle of baby oil. And I'm like, okay, well, my dad doesn't have any babies. But, I'm not a baby for the most part. Why would he have this? Why would this be in the car? And I kind of put two and two together. It's almost an empty bottle of baby oil. And I think he schwacked it, I think he puts it on his wiener. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I think he did. And I hope he never sees this ever. Oh my goodness, if I leave this in and he sees this one day, that's hilarious. I love you. I love you to death. Thank you for the car. Oh, but also maybe that's not what it was for. I wonder how many times. It was, how much, I've never used baby oil for that. I don't know how much it takes, but, how long does it take to go through a bottle? Probably a couple schwacks. You know what I'm saying? A decent amount of self-love, self-care. So that happened, and that was cool. That just kind of, it puts things into perspective, kind of just makes you think about life, While I was back home for Christmas too, my cousin and friends from back home, they I'm still laughing about the car. We had a plan to play basketball because we're white and we are, not as active as we used to be. And we're just trying to get a little exercise. So we wanted to play basketball, and then we each put $20 on a game. And I'll be damned, dude, if I didn't lose $20. You know what I'm saying? Boys got to step it up. Step up the ball game, dude. I got I'm weak with the balls right now. But you can believe, if you're watching this, amigos from back yonder way in southeast Texas, I'll be balling, dude, and I'll be back balling again. You know what I'm saying? And God, this is irritating. But yeah, man, my wallet seemed a little light the next day, and I was like, oh yeah, Trevor, me and Trevor lost. I talk about Trevor all the time. My, I don't even know what I don't even know if there's words special enough to talk about him. I love Trevor. And but did we lose? Yeah, dude, we lost bad. Very bad. We lost so bad, dude. I got a letter in the mail from Trevor's grandma that said, "You guys suck ass." And I'm sure Trevor got the same letter. And she's a sweet lady. That's how bad we lost, Trevor. Trevor, I'm sure Trevor will see this. That's how bad we lost. In basketball, if you were there, we lost real bad. But we will overcome. And maybe next year, dude, give me a year. Give me and T-Rev a year. And we're back in it, dude. And we'll put 40 on it next year. And double down, dude. And we'll be there. And also, maybe here's something I've been thinking about. Finding a balance between being content and being productive. Because if you live your whole life and you're working, just getting it, you aren't focused on being content and being happy. You don't feel that way, and that's a lot of anxiety comes from that, and from my experience. So it's hard to have a balance between being productive and being content. I don't know if being content is synonymous with being, lazy, but I guess if we're talking about being unproductive, I guess it does. Content, lazy, maybe, but it's hard. It's just I don't know. I think that has a lot to do with the phases. The everybody goes through phases, in life. You have seasons, there's ups and downs, productive times, unproductive times, and I think it's just like the wave and the crest, whatever you call it, of figuring life out, the ebbs and flows of navigating this existence, I have a resolution. New Year's resolution. I usually don't do this. I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions, but I had a cool one that I want to do. In 2021, I'm going to run 365 miles throughout the year. That ain't shit. Probably. I've never done it. Never ran that many miles in a year. But I can only imagine that a mile a day or 2 miles every other day, or however I want to do it, once a week run 7 miles, But 365 miles throughout the year. I think it would be a good thing to be part of my week. So I'm gonna see how that goes, and I'm sure I'll tell you about it if you're listening. If you're listening, dude, thank you. If you're listening to some goof-necked ball, ball buster, dude. Me, I don't even know what I am. Who? I appreciate you if you're listening. I want to get definitely on the next episode. There will be a challenge. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. Before I get off the New Year's resolution and the running 365 miles, I will be accompanied by my Whoop strap, baby. Whoop. Not a sponsor yet. I'm going to try to get them as a sponsor because I'm going to be talking about them a lot, and maybe we can work something out. That'd be cool. It would be, be a great first sponsor. That's definitely a goal in 2021 to get sponsors on here and grow the audience. Whatever I got to do it, I'm going to make it happen. And I once again, I appreciate you for being there. If you're listening, and even if it's one word, if you leave a comment, I will soak it in, dude. I'll read it and I'll think about it. And I'll also maybe talk about it on the next episode. Yeah. Anyway, kind of took a nap there for a second. I have a video that I want to play. I'm going to do it.
Welcome to Russia, мать вашу.
Okay. What? This dude, he doesn't even talk for the first 8 seconds. What is he doing, dude? What is he trying to? I don't know, man. He's chilling. He pops up with 2 ice cream cones. I don't know if anybody's just listening to this, but he pops up out of the ocean with 2 ice cream cones or a lake, and he eats, cones. He's eating some, looking at the camera, semi-seductively, and honestly, semi-seductively. It's a white guy with somehow he's tan and there's no sun. How does this even? What's going on here, dude? It's just there. I think he's trying to think of what to say. It's like he's gonna say something, and he doesn't. And then,
Welcome to Russia, мать вашу.
Okay, dude. What, man? Okay. Welcome to Russia. What, dude? White Wussel. And then that laugh at the end, dude. All right, I'm just gonna keep going. He's awesome. That guy's a champion. All right. Did you know when Michigan was a young territory, deer were so common and hunting such a part of life that deer skins or whole deer were used as money? A deer carcass is worth $1, and hence the dollar became known as what is worth $1. So, son of a bitch. Huh? You didn't know that, did you? And you didn't know that, and now we're learning stuff off the internet, baby, from me. You're welcome. Thank you, Tyler. You're welcome. Okay, here's a video of a guy going downhill on a skateboard after the rain or in the rain. He's bombing a hill. But that's not the thing. It's a cool video. It's a really cool video. But the cameraman is doing the same thing, but he's also filming the dude. What if he just smashed into a car, man? That would be insane. And how easy? How do you look where you're going? Bring this back a little bit. We got Sleepy G. Here we got Sleepy G. Long day, riding the 73. Forklift. And I'll just take a little nap, dude. Doesn't matter, nothing big. Maybe he's texting. Boom! He has no idea his whole month is different. Maybe the rest of his life. And maybe he's wishing that it fell on top of him. That's crazy. I thought this was funny.
Three days later.
Our weakness. I have witnessed literally bypass people.
Hungry predators with.
And this is real, actually.
Bodies.
This isn't from a movie.
No, sir, not me.
Yeah, man. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome right here. I don't even know if this is against the rules or real. I don't even know if this has ever happened before. but it's pretty awesome. The dude goes to kick it like normal, but it gets blocked. But there it is. He kicks it again. It's crazy. I was talking about this the other day, cup stacking, on the other, or a few weeks ago's episode. And I think this is the guy that I was talking about. Look how awkward. He's standing there. He's too tall for this, man. This is your athletic stance, bro? Look what he's doing. Don't be so serious about stacking cups, man. And that's for sure. Look at this kid. Now he's killing it. I'm like, I gotta give that to him. You gotta give credit where credit is due. This is talent. This is something. It's also nothing at all to anybody. Great. 5.6 seconds. That's fast. It's very fast. But also, look at you being an idiot. Also, you being serious? Dude, here's the thing. He's being serious. I gotta bring it back. This kid traveled to do this. His parents saved up for a while, probably, or they spent money for him to come to this place and compete in a sport. Not a sport. Definitely not a sport. A hobby. And he's serious right now. This kid's serious, dude. He's like nervous. He's nervous. Look at the focus. The concentration. God. No. This is gangster. Oh yeah. Cold Cuts. I know this guy. He's from Pittsburgh. Yeah. Get it, girl. Get out there. Look at his wrist. She got him, boy. Alright, I know y'all know this game. You point this way, and they have to look. As soon as you point, they have to guess which way you're not going to point. And if they look the way you point, then they lose and you win. Fun game.
Oh, Jackson.
Oh! Probably not a fun game. Bored. This is a bored white people game. Also probably Hispanic.
Hey, shoot. Get your ankles broke.
Yeah. Get it! Oh, dude.
Oh, you did the cup thing.
Get out there. This dude's an athlete. Get out there. Probably he's also like five short.
5, 4.
I kind of always wanted to do this. I'd be the idiot that put my hand up there and it would get stabbed. Yeah, man. No, I'll go ahead and do it. This guy. No, you know what? 2020, dude. A lot of crazy shit happened this year, man. We had murder hornets. We had Kobe Bryant die. We had an insane virus come through and change the world for a little bit, probably for a long time. I'm not, the virus may be over soon, or maybe not actually. But the effects will last a long years and years. so much stuff. We had fires, hurricanes, and there had to have been some good things to come from it. And I don't want to focus on the negative. That everybody, it's easy to do. Anybody can set their mind on negativity, and that just kind of just brings more negativity just thinking about it. If you are watching this, will you leave a comment saying something good that happened in 2020? Because there has to be some positives. I think maybe even a little isolation is good. Isolation is good for people. I appreciate that. That's happened this year. What else? I probably should have thought about some good things before I brought this up. What has been good? I started this podcast in 2020. That's a crazy time. That's kind of why I did it. If I didn't do it now, this is the perfect opportunity. I might as well, take advantage of it. I don't know. I'll read them on the next episode if you tell me something good that happened in 2020, because that would be cool. I want to. I'm glad it's over. Don't get me wrong, of course, but I don't want it to be remembered as always, something terrible. There has to be something, a few unnoticed, unforeseen positives that came from 2020. Anyway, let's get back to this video.
You got something, niggas. They thought it was a dead body. Here lays the career of sauce fucker that these niggas thought they killed that fucking guy. But I guess not, motherfucker! That nigga's alive! The motherfucking sauce Frankenstein, one of a motherfucking kind, and then came and shot these niggas in the back of the head one more time.
Alright, if you're just listening, this dude's on like a table at maybe a tattoo shop or somewhere, a fancy one. And he got an implant on his face, right where you get like a teardrop tattoo. And it's like a diamond, teardrop set in probably gold or silver. And actually implanted into his face. And he doesn't do a normal reveal like, oh, here's what I got. Dude, he goes off. And I don't even know couple things that he's saying. There's a couple things I don't even know what's he talking about here. But if you're gonna do this is the way to show it off. This is the way to emerge from the table victorious.
The kid that did. I just put all my tears and all my years and all my pain and fears in my motherfucking eye for the last time, and I never cry again. Another nigga died again, and I never cry again. All through my mama and all the motherfucking drama because she gave me a whole bunch of motherfucking comments. Man, smash nigga dad on your motherfucking ass. I just dropped $250,000 in my motherfucking face. It's over. The game is done. Put the PlayStation 5 on the ground. Kick that motherfucker. It is over, Rover. I won by flawless victory. Victality.
Victality.
Hold on, this not no piercing. Let's get this understand. This ain't no motherfucking piercing. This is an implant, nigga. I had to have surgical procedure to come with this motherfucking anesthesia. To come with this type of lesion. You understand me? Hold on, y'all were tripping over this? You what y'all tripping over?
No.
That what y'all tripping? Yeah, y'all tripping over.
Yeah, boy.
It don't stop. Yeah, man. Shout out to motherfucking Lil Flip, Lil Chip. What's the other woman boy name on that song? 3-6 Mafia. It's
yeah. I saw this, and this reminded me of that one of those memes where it's like girls wondering, oh, I wonder if he's out there cheating, and this is what the dude's doing. Yeah, this is that kind of stuff is what makes the world go around. This I can juggle. I don't know if I have I don't know if I have 3. I don't have 3 balls here or 3 really anything. I just to prove that I can do it. These are these are camera parts. Just juggling. Just juggling. It's it's not hard. I taught myself when I was pretty young, and juggling's fun. It's cool. I'll do it. I'll do a how-to on a future episode, and I guarantee you I could teach anybody how to juggle. But this right here is next level shit, because not only is it 3, I mean more than 3. He's bouncing them, but he has to aim where he's bouncing it, and he has to catch it and know where the next one's going to be, and know the notes to the song and how to do it. And there's 4 balls bouncing, and he has to aim with both hands as he catches it. This is insane. This is white people shit to the max. You don't see a non-white dude good at this type of thing. Look at him. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's fucking. Wait. 1, 2. Yeah, 5. It's 5. Killing it. And they're not that big. He's got to be so accurate. Fucked it up. That last part right there. Dad. You fucked it up. Didn't ruin it because it was still. Oh no, the camera went off. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna fix that in just a second. You ruined it. Oh my goodness, I can't. All right. I knew it was gonna happen. But we still got this one. Anyway, that's crazy what he did. And we're back up there. All right, right in the duck. The duck's right in the face. This video is significant to me because I have had a dream for a long time, a serious plan, and I want to make a video of it. I want to catch a bird with my bare hand. However I can do it. The way that I thought to do it originally was to dig a hole. I dig a hole in the ground, and I hide in the hole, and I cover it up with like sticks and leaves, and and I put some bait, and then wait till a bird comes down, and I catch the bird from underneath the ground. That's a lot of work. Maybe there's a better way to catch a bird with your hand. This guy did it, but I'm gonna need a boat, and I'm gonna need a buddy to drive the boat. I don't have a boat. I don't have any buddies, so maybe there's another way. When I was younger, I would we'd have hummingbird feeders. This is Southeast Texas, and there would, if the hummingbirds, if they don't get sugar every like minute or so, 30 seconds, they spend so much energy flapping their little wings because they're so fast that they pass out. So sometimes underneath the bird feeder, the hummingbird feeder, there would be little passed out hummingbirds on the ground, and I would pick them up and put them back on the feeder. And one time my mom brought one inside, was trying to bring it inside, and she's gonna watch this, and she dropped it underneath the porch. And I like to think that maybe there was a little fruit gusher or something of fruit, an orange sliced underneath the porch, and maybe it put its little beak on it and sucked the juice, and maybe it lived. And I love you, Mom. You killed a little bird, though. Probably. Didn't do it on purpose. But, Anyway, so maybe I did catch a bird with my hand, but it's not the way that I wanted to do it. I want to catch a full-grown big bird. Also, when I do it, I will make this sound that this guy makes. I will make that sound.
If Captain Hook was moonlighting as a handyman,
he might replace his hook with what tool?
A hammer.
Try again.
A penis.
Tell me the age a kid is too old to sleep with a what he say?
Michael Irvin.
Come on, we can't start this again.
Okay, here's something. Joe Rogan shared this. COVID-19 bill started a 180-day countdown for UFO disclosures. Why would that be in a COVID-19 bill? Why would there be anything about aliens? A countdown to when they have to talk about everything. The governments have to disclose anything they know about aliens. We talk about aliens a lot on here. And by golly, they might be real. I should have waited to say that. We talk about aliens a lot on here, and now, by golly, they might be real. So here we are. 2021 might be just as damn crazy. I'll be a son of a bitch if it ain't just like 2020. If there ain't no aliens in 2021, I'm gonna build a damn time machine and fly my ass back to 1943. I think. Roswell, New Mexico. And I'll be a son of a bitch. I don't know where I'm going with this. So that's just weird that they would put that for the in the COVID-19 bill. So there will be, dude, if we find out there's aliens, what am I going to do on this podcast? What will I do? If you leave a comment, just say what I have to do if aliens are proven to be real and the government knows about them, and even if it's crazy and I like it and we vote on it and decide, I will do it. Whatever it is, man. I'm open to anything, especially if it's crazy enough for that. Because aliens, dude, I don't even know what to say, bro. Aliens, man. Fart.
Baseball trick shots. Wait.
I love how they put the windows shutting down the logo. That's awesome. This little kid reminds me of myself a lot.
Baseball trick shot.
Baseball trick shots. Wait, whatever he says, dude.
Wait.
Swing.
Baseball trick shots. Wait.
One more time, man. One more time. Let me see it. He gets so hard.
Baseball trick shots. Wait.
God, it's so hard.
Trick shots. Wait.
Oh my goodness. This is kids getting hurt on Instagram. If you want to follow them, they're pretty funny.
Baseball trick shots. Wait.
All right, that's it for that. Oh my goodness. What? This. Yeah. All right. This is chill. Yeah. Dude. If I wasn't a sloth, if my spirit animal wasn't a sloth, I'll need to come up with a name for this fella right here. If it wasn't a sloth, shout out to mi madre for making this right here. They cannot be funny. It's gonna go back here. I just need to hang it up. Either way, it's pretty righteous. If I wasn't a sloth, I would be this raccoon. Howdy. One more time. Look at him, chilling. That dog would eat him. Straight up. Yeah, he's like waving at him, dude. That's awesome. Alright, so last thing. Joe Rogan also shared this. Woman's Fitness magazine apologizes after telling readers to burn off Christmas calories. Why would you have to apologize for that? Because it's 2020 and people get butthurt so easily and very sensitive? Yes, that's why. They said, we were trying to encourage you to exercise. Yeah, you fitness magazine. You shouldn't have to apologize. I feel like the fact that they're apologizing kind of gives the other side life. Why? Nothing against overweight people, big people. I try to stay reasonable shape. I work out once every couple of weeks probably. But I just try to I don't want to be unhealthy. If you're really overweight, that's unhealthy. That's just straight up. That's not to hurt anybody's feeling, but that's just the way that it is. You should never. Hey, let's do a comedy podcast, Tyler. Let's get serious on a comedy podcast. You should never have to apologize for telling people to burn off Christmas calories. We all ate like assholes over the Christmas break, I'm sure. I did. Kind of. Not really. No, I didn't eat well. I didn't, eat healthy. But to encourage people to be healthy, you're apologizing for something good? That means, oh my goodness. It's so backwards, man. It's so dumb. Anyway, dude, don't get me fired up, dude. Let's be silly. Let's go back to being silly, huh? Let's go back to silly. I was thinking about this during Christmas. How hard do you think Santa Claus works? Like, he delivers presents all over the place, and that's awesome. You do it one day though. How much exercise is he getting the rest of the year to be able to work hard on that one day? Or he's a big guy. And I heard an interview, and he says that he delivers presents north and south. Just goes around like this each time zone. There's 24 time zones, and there's 24 hours. He says he does one per hour. Pretty smart if you're Santa Claus, maybe, because he has to go back and refill presents at the North Pole. So let him do it. He's Santa Claus. He's don't try to pick him apart. Let him do his job. He figured it out. Dude, do a better job. You want to be a critic for Santa Claus? Get out there and do a better job than Santa Claus. You're not going to beat Santa Claus at delivering presents on Christmas, dude. He's got that on lock. And I was wondering, like, what? All right, so it's hour 23. And he gets it, dude. And he's been working so hard, and he's on the verge of passing out. And he does the last run of presents. He loads up and just struggles, down the last couple chimneys. And he's like, cookies. I hate the cookies. And he's full of milk and cookies, but he needs it. He's burned so many calories from delivering presents all around the world that he needs calories from the cookies. It's fuel. And he pulls back into the North Pole. Mrs. Claus is out there, and she's like, "You did it, honey, another year." She's very androgynous, and he's like, "You did it," and he's like, "Oh," and he's like dragging his foot, and he's like stumbling, and he kind of just passes out, and right inside. That's how hard I think Santa Claus works, and Santa Claus ain't no bitch, you know what I'm saying? Santa Claus is a real mother, you know what I'm saying? Santa Claus, shout out to Santa Claus right now, straight up. Much love for SC, boy. So that's just something I was thinking about. I was also thinking about this. Like Webster's Dictionary online. It's like you type in a word and you have to read a summary or used in a sentence the dictionary definition of the word. In the future, I guarantee you there will be video dictionaries. If there's not that already out there, I didn't look it up, but video dictionaries. They search a word, you say the word, and so they know how to pronounce it without clicking the little robot voice button. So they see you say it, they get a clear understanding of the word and how to use it in a sentence, and the definition of the word is read. So you do that for every word. We make a 15, 30-second video for every word in the dictionary, and we do a video dictionary. That would be pretty cool. And when James sees this, hopefully when James sees this, I want to see what he's thinking about it. And maybe we'll bring it up again. Maybe not, if it's not a good idea. It's so many videos. There would be so many videos. Last night, LeBron James was in town, here in San Antonio. And that's cool. Like, I'm from a really small town in Texas. 1A school. There was 45 kids in mine and Quez's graduating class. Quez from last week. If you didn't see that episode, you should. It's a good display of brotherhood and friendship. Dadgummit. And Quez is a great guy. And so we're from a really small town. And moving to San Antonio, it's crazy to think that there's people like LeBron James here on a weekly basis. Who you never know who's in town. I'm pretty sure I saw Chuck Norris the other day in a Ford and a Bronco right up in North Side San Antonio, and they won. The Lakers won, and it was it's just a cool thought from a little small town boy like myself now here in the big city now, and yeah, it's just interesting. I have nothing else to say about that. It's just that's pretty cool. But also last night I stumbled upon a video series or a YouTube channel, a genre actually, because there's a bunch of YouTube channels about this. And it was an aquarium of in Japan, a guy who started the aquarium from nothing, and he really is interested in the types of plants that are in there. So he lets the different moss and lilies or whatever that float, clover-like things that float on top, and he has and he'll put the names of everything on, display it so you know what all the different stuff is, and then he'll clean it after like a couple weeks. Once it gets grown up, he'll clean it, and then he'll introduce like a type of shrimp or something, little shrimps, and then maybe like he put a betta fish in one, and it was like a natural, like crazy little habitat, and he feeds them little brine shrimp, and they're so tiny you can barely see them, and it's really cool. This was like day 700 and something of this little terrarium or aquarium that he had. Terrarium because there was also land, whatever. Ecosystem. It's kind of a self-sustaining. It could be self-sustaining ecosystem is what he makes, but he introduces cool shit to it, and cool shit. And he's been taking meticulous care of this aquarium for 700 years, So it's like, and he once a week or once a month or so, probably once a week, he does like a little video about it. And so he's like really been hardcore about what he puts in here and how he does it. And he just cuts up a watermelon slice, and puts it in there, and just to see what happens. And that's awesome. And the little shrimp start eating it, and you can see it in their little transparent bellies. And it really is cool if you like that kind of stuff. What I really like about it is that it's so relaxing, because there's like relaxing music that he puts to it. And there's no words. He doesn't commentate over it. But it's relaxing music, and it shows you how simple life can be. It shows you like whatever all this, every technology and everything we have going on it doesn't have to be that way. It shows you like a natural simplicity of how life could be. Here's this little ecosystem, and these shrimp, and I'm sure they all know each other, and there's fish, and there's little like, snails and stuff like that. And sometimes he'll come across something that was attached to a plant that he didn't even mean to introduce, and there'll be like some crazy, weird thing in there, and he just lets it go and just to see what happens. And there's all different kinds of stuff on there, but it shows you it takes away a lot of anxiety just watching it. And it's just so relaxing because there's a very good quality equipment that he uses. And it just makes me think that sometimes all these advancements in technology are not good for us. Like the waves, the signals going through the air. I feel like it could have an effect on the way you think. You're cloudy. Your mind is cloudy. If you get off your phone for a couple of days, you feel different. Like if you don't look at screens for, even a day or two, you feel like a different person. You feel more natural. That's how we should be. But here we are, sucked into this world. This is the most serious, I think, podcast I've done. Wow. Let's not be silly. That's cool. Yeah. I think I don't know if we're meant for this. I want to get someone on here who firmly believes that, like in a conspiracy theory, like the moon landing was fake. They're hardcore and they think they know the facts and stuff. And I want to get them on here and debate them. We could even call in if you're watching this and you are hardcore about a conspiracy theory. I want to get you on and we'll do like a Zoom call. Let's do that. That'd be so fun. And because I'm open. I know a decent amount about a lot of conspiracy theories, so I'm moderately well versed in those in that arena. But that would be fun. That would be really cool if we could do that. So, yeah, 2020 is coming to an end. It was a wild ride, dudes and dudettes and dudes. But I appreciate you guys for being here digitally in your space, being there. And let's keep it going. Let's keep doing this. Let's grow. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm telling you, I promise. And if you just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you guys. I love you guys from the bottom of my gullet, Thank you for being there. Thank you for, messages, comments. Thank you for everything. Views, likes. Let's see what happens. It's all love. Thank you guys. I just want to encourage you to be good to yourselves. And, that'll carry over to a lot of other areas of your life. Cut people some slack. I don't know who I'm talking to, but thank you. I love you. I love, love. Grilled cheese. I almost didn't talk about grilled cheese. I'm going to do another challenge sometime, minute marathon challenge. But thank you guys once again. Thank you. This has been They Can't All Be Funny. And it's been a podcast and we've been doing it. And I say we, but it's me and you're there. I'm here. And you're in the future. Wow. I'm in the past. All right. Peace, love, and cheese puff. Peace.